community quietly. The reason why, if you don't know her, if you happen to don't know her, the reason why you don't know her is she haven't been a clown that try to jump in front of the camera to be seen. She's been a person that's been working behind the scene to affect change. She has been a person that has helped me personally to facilitate the work that I do. And right now, she herself is sick and tired of the same old thing in our school system. She decided that I'm going to stand up and I'm going to get on that board and make a difference. Would you welcome Shelley Brazley as she comes? Come on, Shelley. Y'all better welcome her. That's my friend.
Good evening and happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much, Pastor Benjamin, for that. That was fabulous. My name is Shelley Brazley, and I thank you so much for this time and for listening to me. I grew up in Hempstead. I've been here all my life. I raised my children here, and my children attended this, well, actually, I was afraid to send my children to school initially because I wanted them to learn how to read. So I homeschooled my children for the first 6 years of their education. And then I had a lifestyle change and I had to go to work and get a job, so my children had to go to school. And so my oldest daughter's first school experience was Hempstead Middle School, grade 6. And my other children went to Jackson School. I've been here, like I said, most of the 55 years of my life. And I haven't moved because I do believe that we have the ability to be a great, great, great community. It is time that we educate every single child in this community. And so I decided a few months ago, I told my sister, you're gonna have to start looking for some place to stay because we're gonna sell this house and move because this is just very depressing. It's not getting any better. And I woke up one morning and, you know, something dropped in my spirit and said, no, you're not gonna run. You're gonna stay here, you're gonna fight, and you're gonna help to restore this community. And so I run for the Board of Education because I do believe that all children can learn. I had a business here in the community, right on Baldwin Road, an African bookstore, art gallery for about 12 years, and a dance school at the Salvation Army for the same amount of time. And so I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay here, and we together, amen. And together, we're going to learn what we need to know to empower our community so that we can have the resources and the finances to educate our children properly. Every single child can learn, and every single child will learn. Our children, a lot of us are afraid of our children, and we have to stop doing that. We have to love our children. When I was a kid growing up in Hempstead, my mother would correct me, my neighbors would correct me, the people in the corner store would correct me. And our children are disappointed because they want love and they want discipline. They want to be respected. And we're so afraid of our children till they're not respecting us. We have to stop. We have to embrace our children and love them. I tell you, I had that dance school, and you know, the word got out after a couple of years, she'll take anybody. So I remember one year I had a class of boys, and they were all so-called special ed, you know, all so-called, you know, behavior problems. But I'm telling you, after a year, I could look at those kids if they were doing something wrong, and they would stop. Because they knew I loved them, and they knew I respected them, and they knew they weren't going to run my dance school, not the way I was sacrificing, you know, and that's what we have to all do. As mothers in this community, we have to love our children back whole. And this gang stuff and all this other stuff, I do believe that if we stepped in our place and did what we were supposed to be doing, it would stop. It would stop. So I know how it is to live here. I live here. I have 3 children. Like I said, they went to the school. Last year, a couple of years ago, my daughter got shot. Right here in Hempstead. She was standing next to a guy who had beef with some other guy earlier. The guy comes up the street, opens fire, and my daughter took 2 bullets. The little boy he was shooting at took 1 in the side, 1 in the thigh. She took 1 in the foot and 1 lodged in her sneaker, thank God. Now, I said this to say, I live here. I know what's going on. I did my best to protect and love my children, but we don't live in a bubble. And so no matter how much education you get and how much you think you've arrived, because we don't live in a bubble, whatever happens to the least of the children directly affects you. My daughters get letters from jail all the time. Now when it first started happening, I was, what? Ain't no letters from jail coming in here. But you know what? That's their friends. Those are the kids they grew up with. That's what we're doing in this community. And our children are going to embrace their friends. They're going to protect their friends. So what I'm saying to you all is, it's up to us. We have to do something. Because we're all affected, no matter who we think we are, how much we think we've arrived, we're going to be affected by the things that happen in our community, because it's our community. It's our community. So if we fail to educate Johnny, when you go to work and Johnny crawls in your window, it's because we failed to educate him. Johnny is still ours. He's still ours, and that means he's our responsibility. I love this community. I love you guys. I love the children, and I know that we can make a change. I'm Shelley Brazley. I'm running for the Board of Education because I want to see positive change. I want to see our children exposed. I want to see them have a full, well-rounded life. And I want you to please help me, help them. So I'm row A, and the election is Tuesday right across the street at the middle school. Thank you so much for listening.